Greetings, fellow Whovians. Hope you're having a good week so far. Well, today we're going to continue our look at the Fourth Doctor era with the Creature from the Pit. So, here we go. The use of an MK3 emergency transceiver on the TARDIS identifies a distress signal and brings the craft to the lush jungle world of Chloris, where metal and all life forms is a rare and prized commodity. The Doctor and Romana venture out to discover the remains of an enormous egg in the jungle, and when they meet the inhabitants, they find a matriarchy ruled through fear by the icy and callous Lady Adrasta. Without metal to make the tools needed to keep the jungle under control, lush plant life dominates. And what's wrong with that? The Lady Adrasta controls the planet's very last metal mine, holding on to power through the huntsmen and the wolfweeds. Her throne room contains an array of metal, including a shield patterned in the same way as the remnants of the shell. She mentions the creature which dwells in a deep pit on Chloris. Romana has meanwhile been captured by a party of scavengers, ever keen to find and hoard more metal, and they are particularly impressed by the possibilities of K9. The robot enables her escape, and she is briefly reunited with the Doctor before he leaps into the pit himself, determined to get to the bottom of the mystery and the pit. Okay. Within the pit he encounters Organon, an astrologer thrown down there by Adrasta sometime earlier, and then comes face to face with the creature. Indeed, the vast, shapeless blob rolls over him. And does it kill him, or injure him, or what? Anyway, the Doctor calculates it is not, however, dangerous, and is fascinated to note it is a herbivore which produces metal from within itself. Okay, that's interesting. It also forms a tentacle and draws a picture with which the Doctor recognizes as the shield from Adrasta's throne room. Lady Adrasta, her lady-waiting Corella, the huntsman, his wolfweeds, and some guards, enter the pit and make their way to the Doctor, Organon, and the creature. The scavengers have meanwhile raided the throne room for booty, including the alien shield. It exerts influence over the two of them, who take it to the pit and place it on the creature. It turns out the shield is a communication device. Oh, that's interesting. Arato, as the creature is named, is a Tythonian ambassador to Chloris and came to negotiate a treaty exchanging metal for chlorophyll 15 years earlier. Its craft was the vast egg found in the jungle. However, Adrasta realized her power was dependent on control of the planet's metal supply, and so imprisoned Arato to maintain her status. Okay, that's just mean. The huntsman sets the wolfweeds on Adrasta as Arato rolls over them both, devouring the wolfweeds and leaving behind Adrasta's web-covered corpse. Ooh, nasty. The Doctor makes arrangements to have Arato lifted from the pit. Meanwhile, Adrasta's sidekick, Corella, attempts to capitalize on the situation and seize power herself. But with the help of K9, the Doctor brings it to naught. Well, that's good. The Doctor has to rescue the Tythonian just in time. It seems Tithonus has declared war on Chloris over the missing ambassador, and has dispatched a neutron star to collide with Chloris' star and destroy the system. Well, that's not good. It is due to collide within the next 24 hours. Working against the odds, Arato, from his reconstituted spacecraft, weaves the metal covering around the star, enabling the Doctor, using the TARDIS gravity beam, to draw the star off course and neutralize the danger. Hurry! The Doctor's last act on Chloris is to punish the huntsman, now one of the de facto rulers, toward a mutually beneficial trade agreement with Arato and the Tythonians. Well, that's good at least. Anyway, let's look at some production notes here. This was actually the first serial of the season to be filmed. As a result, Lalla Ward's performance and manner of dress as Romana is somewhat different from that seen in the previous broadcast serials, so she was still working on her character at the time. It was also the final story to be directed by Christopher Barry, one of Doctor Who's longest-serving contributors. Aww. Although the Doctor's solution to the problem of the neutron star, weaving a shell of aluminum around it, has been criticized as silly, the idea was in fact proposed to David Fisher by members of the Institute of Astronomy, Cambridge. Director Christopher Barry and visual effects designer Matt Irving were called on the carpet by the BBC management for the appearance of the creature Arato. The phallic appearance of the proboscis in the first episode resulted in uncontrolled laughter in the studio and prompted an overnight change to add a pair of pincers to the creature. Okay. At the start of the story, K9 is reading The Tales of Peter Rabbit to the Doctor. Okay. David Brearley makes his debut as the voice of K9 in this story, taking over from John Leeson. Adresses engineer Tolland was played by former Doctor Who director Maurice Barry. Eileen Way, who played Corella, also played the old mother in the first Doctor Who story, An Unearthly Child. Jeffrey Bayldon, who played Organon, will go on to portray an alternate version of the Doctor, one who never left Gallifrey, in the Big Finish production Auld Mortality. Terry Walsh played Doran in Part 1. This was his final appearance in the series, having appeared in various roles since 1966, as well as acting as fight arranger and the stunt double for both John Pertwee and Tom Baker. So overall, a pretty interesting story, and, well, the creature itself is just kind of mad to me, but, what you gonna do? So, overall, I give Creature from the Pit 3 sonic screwdrivers out of 5. Well, join me next week as we take a look at Nightmare of Eden. Ooh. So, until then, this is Sylvie Queen saying, "Oh my giddy aunt! When I say run, run! I've reversed the polarity of the neutron flow. Would you like a jelly baby? Fantastic! Allons-y! Geronimo!" Bow ties are cool, fezzes are cool, and Stetsons are cool.